Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Savannah Playford, the Director of Youth Ministry at Dixon United Methodist Church. Whenever you are watching this, welcome to today's daily devotion. In life, we set a lot of things apart, right? We set apart our clothes, typically by color, before we wash them. We separate our food items by freezer and refrigerator. We also go to the grocery store and we have the different types of food separated, right? Like you have your dairy, you have your meats, you have your junk food, the vegetables, everything's kind of all separated, right? It's kind of in our nature and in our culture to separate things. Even us as Christians are called to be holy or set apart, which means we also need to separate ourselves and pull ourselves away from sin and then turn and push ourselves closer to be more like Jesus. As you know by now, we're about a week into Lent, and so some Christians during this time will practice that discipline by giving something up and then turning to be closer to God. I mentioned that I'm giving up coffee, right? It's really hard to do, but I am pulling myself away from coffee and setting myself apart to be closer to Jesus. So today I wanted to share with you a Bible verse that talks about setting ourselves apart as Christians. I wanted to read to you 1 Peter chapter 1 verses 13 through 16 that says this. Therefore, once you have your minds ready for action and you are thinking clearly, place your hope completely on the grace that will be brought to you when Jesus Christ is revealed. Don't be conformed to your former desires, those that shaped you when you were ignorant, but as obedient children, you must be holy in every aspect of your lives, just as the one who called you is holy. It is written, you will be holy because I am holy. Whoa. There's a lot to break down here. First, let's talk about how at the beginning it says, have your minds ready. We prepare for so many things in life, so why don't we prepare for our faith in the same way? Think about it. When you get in the car, what's the first thing you do? You put on your seatbelt, right? You're not preparing to get into an accident, but just in case you do, you want to be prepared and be safe with that seatbelt. Some people set out their clothes the night before they get ready for work. And why? Because they want to be prepared the next morning when they have to get up and go. So this means that our faith formation should be the same way. It's continual. We always need to be prepared. We always need to take action. It's not a free ride. We're not supposed to just sit and wait. Our spiritual journey requires us to actively participate. And if you've seen my previous daily devotions, we need to actively participate today. Not tomorrow, not next week, but it starts with today. We need to be ready to follow him. Later on in the verses, it says that God has called us, called you, each and every one of you. God takes the initiative to seek us. He motivates us, he picks us up, but we still have to make the effort to reach back and grab his hand. It is a two-way street for both of us. And lastly, it says that we need to be holy because God is holy. We need to set ourselves apart. That means that we need to be set apart in a very distinct manner, so we can be identified not only by God and other believers, but by all those people who are not believers. We need to be set apart so that they look at us and say, hey, there's something a little different going on there. I wonder what it is. So as you go about your day and as you go about your week, think of ways that you can be holy or set apart this week. And also, how can you push others around you to be more holy or set apart in all of their actions?